today I'm back and I have a small craft, or a kind of bigger craft haul for me, and it's just some stuff that I got over the last couple weeks. And here I was just going to show you, this is pretty boring, but I just want to show you that I got these dot glue runners, and this is from TJ Maxx. I got it for $5, and I really like this. I have bought them in the past and they're really good. They're low tack, so they can be used if you leave it for a long time. It will dry permanent, and I mean they are permanent, but if you want to peel it up, it is easy to peel up, so you have a little bit of wiggle room with these. I use it mostly for a lot of my, here I'll show you. I got some stamps from, say, Lily of the Valley, and this is something that I got this a couple weeks ago. Now when I want to stamp out this stamp, say like this, I just clear heat embossed it and was starting to color it with my Copic markers. But what I would do was I would get my Fiskars stamp press, which is here, and I would just put a little bit of this dot adhesive on the back of my stamp so that it has a little bit of stick, which you can see there it is, the dots right here, and then I would just go ahead and stick it onto my Fiskars stamp press, and then it would stick. And then it's low tack enough that you can go ahead and try to peel it off, but I'm just gonna leave it, and it dried dry already, so it's already not gonna be sticky. So I'm able to put it back in my pocket and then go ahead and just continue with my with making other things. But anyway, so that's what I do with these kind of dot runners. So I just got a few packs of those. Also, I'm just gonna show you this since I got this. They had a sale from Lily of the Valley. So from Lily of the Valley, I just got a few stamp sets here, and all of their, I believe the ones with the dog, here wait one second, let me get it out. I believe that it was the ones with this dog, or any of the ones with this dog, then they gave it to you for a really good discounted price. So I went ahead and picked these up. Now on the receipt I would show you here, but the thing is that it's all in it's in pounds. So you can see usually they're $4.50, but they were half off for $2.25. But this is the pound price, so it doesn't it is not in it's not in US dollars. Anyway though, so I got these two for half off, so I was really excited to pick this one up here. Now this is really good for anniversaries and stuff, as well as I got this one here. Now Lily of the Valley used to be free shipping whenever you bought from them, but now I think that it would have been too expensive for them now that they're a growing business. So because of that reason, they are you have to pay for shipping. So at first I thought I was gonna buy just these two, and then I thought it would be free shipping, but I was mistaken. So I went ahead and bought these two other ones so that I could at least, it was $6 something shipping, so at least I could get my money's worth. So here I got this one. This one is called the first two, this one is called Peekaboo, and this one's called Handpicked. And then this one is the Lost Balloon. You can see he lost his balloon there. As well as this one is Armful of Daisies. So you can see what that looks like. Now I did get to make some cards with that I'll show at the end. Also I picked up, this is the Distressings. I got this is number 13. And this is the 4 new new colors. I really wanted to pick up Cracked Pistachio because I just love that mint color so much, but I was patient and I waited for the 4 months so that I could get all 4 of them in the minis, because I'm not going to be buying the full-size ink pads anymore, so I just because I like the minis and they're really good for space. So anyway, it's Cracked Pistachio, Abandoned Coral, Mermaid Lagoon, and Fossilized Amber. And these are the 4 new Distress colors. I really can't wait to get to use these yet. And then also, I went ahead and I picked up the, this is at my local craft store. I picked up, this is the Sparkling Clear in the 6mm. Yeah, the 6mm. And I don't, the Pretty Pink Posh sequins here in Hawaii, it is pretty expensive. You can see that it's $6. So, but I was able to get it discounted price, but still they're kind of expensive. So that's why I didn't want to pick it up before. That's why I picked up this pack from, this is Tailored Expressions. It comes with a pack of all different kinds. It has some of those sparkling clear ones. So I'm not sure. I think it would be a collaboration with maybe with Pretty Pink Posh, but sorry, I'm not sure. But these sequins, they do have the sparkling clear ones or very similar ones in this set. So that's why I picked it up. But I also picked up the 4mm because I really like the 4mm. But I decided to go ahead anyway and pick up this 6mm. So now I have both sizes in the sparkling clear, and that's really what I'm going to be using the most is the sparkling clear, so that's what I picked up. Also, I went ahead and got this Lawn Fawn stamp set. I already went and used it. This is the So Jelly. And excuse me, sorry. But anyway, though, I picked it up and it's a really nice set. It just has this jellyfish and starfish, and I'm going to be able to use this with the Critters in the Sea stamp set from Lawn Fawn. That's pretty much why I bought it, to get to use these in coordination with that one. But I'll show you a card that I made with this as well. Also, I picked up the Lawn Fawn Say Cheese die, and this die is different from the normal dies because it cuts right on the edge compared to, it has a coordinating stamp set. I have the Say Cheese stamp set, so that's why I bought this, so that it could coordinate with that and I could stamp the Say Cheese or the actual Polaroid stamp and then die cut it with this. So this one, because it cuts right around that Polaroid stamped edge, it has these little these guide circles. And anyway, in a different video, maybe I'll show how to use that. But I bought this die because of the reason that I have the matching stamp set. Because the one from Mama Elephant is really nice. If that one's a little bit smaller, if you want to pick that one up. But I got this because I already have the matching stamp set. Also, I picked up this stamp set from Mama Elephant. This is the Playful Pups. Again, I did use this already, and I'm going to be showing you the cards. And it's just a really nice dog stamp set. I don't have any dog stamp sets yet, and I really, really love dogs, so I'm happy to pick this stamp set up. I would have got the ones from Lawn Fawn, but this one I actually like a little bit better. So you can see that there. Also, I just picked up 2 more clear blocks. This is from Studio G. They're just $1.50 for these clear blocks. They're pretty good. I have one out already. This is my old one, but you can see that they're semi-thick. They're not the thickest, but I just do like them because they're inexpensive and I can get a lot of them and have them on my desk. So this is something, and you can see this is the Apple Pie clear blocks. So these ones are similar to the Lawn Fawn blocks, and you can see the size difference. But to me, it's not a very big deal. So I do like the grooves on these blocks, but this is just a cheap way to start off. Especially if I'm going to have some of my cousins over or something to make cards, then I can have these cheaper blocks. So anyway, I got 2 more of those. Also, I got 1 more of the mini Distress Ink storage tins. So it holds 12 of the 1-inch pads, and you can see here, it has this plastic divider here. Sorry, that is something that's really good for the mini Distress Inks, so that they do not move. So it just slips in. You can just buy it for the tin. Of course, it's a little bit more expensive because they made this plastic here. But anyway, when you slip it in, let me get one of my sets out. Here, this is my yellows and reds kind of set. You can see that they all fit in really well. They don't move around, and it has a little notch here so that it kind of clicks open. You can see they all fit there, and because they have the grooves, you're able to pick them up really easily. But another good thing is if you have an empty one, here I'm using 4 colors from this one, but this is my blue and greens one. But if you're missing any, they will not shake around because of those grooves. No matter if you turn it upside down, shake it, no matter what, they will stay in their spots. That's the good thing. So when you're using some of the inks and you have them out, then you close this, it won't move around. So that's why I like to buy these. And also, I like the minis in themselves because they're so easy to store. And another good thing is that I like too is that I put all of my little foams in the back of each of the mini distress inks because they fit right in there. So it's really good to be able to have that handy too. So I just bring a couple tools around with me, or handles, and then I take these around, and they're really easy to transport. So I got another one of these. Okay, so I'm gonna just show you my cards now. Also, the most exciting thing is I did go ahead and bought the Zig Clean Color Real Brush Pens. This is the set of the 24. I bought this on Amazon for I believe it was like $40 something, but it's pretty inexpensive. I mean, it's not the most inexpensive thing to buy because of the reason that they are, in comparison to other watercolor brushes, the good thing is that it has a real brush. So the bristles actually, let me get something here. The bristles actually, there are bristles and they separate, you can see like that, and they are an actual brush. So because of that, it is something, and it has a super fine point if you want to get really, really fine. But anyway, because there are real brushes on each one of these, they are a little bit more expensive than other brushes, but in comparison, they are they're not that bad. Anyway, another thing is because they're actual brushes, you can actually watercolor with the different go over colors, and it will not harm the brush. Also, if you start off, say here, I'm just gonna get this. For example, this isn't watercolor paper, so it's not blending very well. You're gonna want to use watercolor paper for sure when you're using these brushes, and you want to get a good result. But anyway, you can go over, you can see here, I'm using a lighter pink and really blend it out. And it's something that you can get the middle color pretty easily with these brushes, even without using water. So that's something that I really like about this. Anyway, I did what Jennifer McGuire did. I spent the time and I colored onto pieces of scratch paper. I colored the colored paper just like this, like say that pink. And then I went ahead, used a hole punch, and punched out each one, glued it onto the top of each marker, and then put glossy accents over the whole thing. And here, I'm going to let it focus. And you can see that each one has that, you can see that it's not perfect, that it's a little streaky and stuff, but really that's the real color. So as long as you got the real color, I punched it out with a hole punch, went ahead and glued it on with glossy accents, and then went over it with glossy accents to make that clear gloss dome over it, each one. And that really made it so that I can see my marker from the top and pick out the color that I really want, compared to having to look on the side and try to find which color I wanted. So anyway, that's something that you can do if you have time. Anyway, I will show you what I made with all of these products. So I made this. I just wanted to do some watercolor washes in the background, and this is using a piece of acetate. I went ahead and put my markers down on a piece of acetate, sprayed it with a spritz of water, and then flipped it over and smushed it onto the watercolor paper. You can see that's how it turned out. I did do and then I dried it, and then you can do several layers if you want to get some more water spots and stuff. So I just used a purple, a blue, and a green and yellow, and that's how I got all of this background. Next, I went ahead, and that first day I wanted to try to work with some things or try to see the watercoloring in action. So I went ahead and used that Lily of the Valley stamp, the Lost Balloons, that I just got, and just wanted to try. I did some really a darker color, and then tried to blend it out as light as I could, and you can see you get really nice blending here. I was able to make with one color all these bunnies. So it's something that is really fun to do, and I just did the ground and a little bit of blue, and this was pretty much it. I also put some Wink of Stella over the balloons. Now you're going to want to be careful with that. You can actually blend the watercolor markers with the Wink of Stella by itself, so make sure if you can do that from the beginning, so put a little pink down and use Wink of Stella to blend it out in itself. Or I just use water and put Wink of Stella over after, but make sure that it will blend when you put the Wink of Stella. So just make sure you know that. And this is the simple card. I went ahead and also used the other Lily of the Valley stamp here. I tried to do some more intense color on these flowers to see how it would turn out, as well as I just used one gray marker to do all the shading for the bunny itself to get those lights and a little bit more darker grays. And you can see that's how it turned out. I used one green and then tried to blend it down into a lighter green, so that's for both of the two grasses. So that's how that turned out. Also, I watercolored this little dog. Here, I watercolored this one too. This other dog. I just was practicing with them a little bit. And then once I did that, I went ahead and used my distress inks and made this background, and I used that Polaroid die that I just bought to make this card. And I just used washi tape just for decoration, like it's holding it down. Also, I stamped this, and I stamped the paws from the stamp set and used a silver pen to do the little doodles. And you can see from this, there was another one a card that was made by Nicole McGork, I believe, that she did it the other way using the Mama Elephant die. She did it this direction, that the Polaroid was this direction, and she used the Mama Elephant die, so because of that reason it's a little bit smaller, so it's able to fit this way. This one fits this way. Here, I'll show you. But it's pretty, it doesn't have that much room to put like the washi tape, so I decided just to make it this way, the orientation, and that's how that turned out. Also, I want to try a little bit more with the watercoloring, so the same design, I just went ahead and used my one color, tried to blend it out. There's that purple, and then the oranges, and then also I let it dry a little bit, the starfish and the jellyfish, and I went ahead and used one blue. It's only that one. I used this medium blue in this 24 pack, and went ahead, started at the bottom here, and then blended that with water all the way up here. So I only used this one color all the way up, and you can see that's how that turned out. Just put glossy accents over the bubbles and the and their eyes, and that's how that turned out. So thanks for watching. I hope you liked what I got and the cards that I made in this past couple weeks. I know I haven't been making too many videos, but I'll try to get back to it once I can finish my schoolwork. I also have driver's ed, so because of that reason it's taking up a lot of time for me to study for both my school as well as I have driver's ed, so it's a little bit time consuming, so I can't do these kind of things, but on my free time I will try to get back to making more videos. But thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.